And a very good evening to you. This is our first big fight of the night, a heavyweight fight, and here is 32-year-old Travis Freight Train Walker from Houston, Texas. It is absolutely sold out at the Arena Ludwigsburg. Travis Walker, a veteran of 45 professional fights. He's a big man, stands 6'4½", former national Golden Gloves champion, turned pro at the age of 25, and he's boxed at a good level. He's lost to Ruslan Chagayev, a former WBA world champion. He's had 4 wins since then. And up against Kubrat the Cobra Pulev tonight, and nominally for the fight for the vacant IBF International Heavyweight title. It's a 12-rounder, and you can see the arena is pretty much full now. A few still making their way to their seats.
Walk-in für Kubrat Pulev.
Kubrat the Cobra Pulev, 30 years old, from Sofia in Bulgaria. Also stands 6'4½", another big man, and undefeated as a professional. Got a good amateur record behind him. A lot of East European fighters forging their way in Germany now, of course, most notably the Klitschkos, Vladimir and Vitaly. Kubrat Pulev from Bulgaria, a former European bronze medalist and a gold medalist in 2008, won the bronze in 2006 at super heavyweight, of course, and a world bronze medalist back in 2005. So as an amateur, he's really mixed at a high level. Won 1 of 4 against Odlania Solis, and also went in against the maybe slightly fading now, but at his best, a very good Italian, Robert Camarel, the Olympic champion, was beaten by him, but he's got some good professional victories under his belt, including wins against Dominic Gwynn, fringe world title contender, associated, of course, with Audley Harrison, and Matt Skelton. Did Matt in 4 rounds, beat the Italian Paolo Vidos as well. Now here's the formal introductions.
Das nächste Highlight des heutigen Abends, den nächsten Titelkampf um die IBF Interkontinentalmeisterschaft im Schwergewicht. Der Titel ist vakant und Supervisor ist der FVA-Präsident Willibald Palatin aus Wien, Österreich, und für die IBF Aaron Kaiser aus den USA. Geht dieser Kampf über die volle Distanz, dann entscheiden diese 3 Punktrichter. Es sind Mufadel El Ghazaoui aus den Niederlanden, Benny de Kroos aus Belgien und Arno Pokrant aus Deutschland. Ringrichter des Kampfes ist Alan Huggins aus Atlantic City, New Jersey, USA. Und das sind die Details zu den beiden Kontrahenten. Der Mann aus den USA boxt aus der roten Ecke. Er ist 32 Jahre alt. Sein offizielles Kampfgewicht beim gestrigen Wiegen 114,3 Kilogramm bei einer Größe von 1,94 Meter. Profiboxer seit dem Jahr 2004 mit dieser Statistik. 45 Kämpfe, 38 Siege, 30 davon durch Knockout, ein Unentschieden. Aus Houston, Texas, Travis Freight Train Walker. In der blauen Ecke der Boxer aus dem Sauerland-Team. Er ist 30 Jahre alt. Offizielles Kampfgewicht 114,6 Kilogramm, 1,94 Meter groß. Es ist sein 3. Jahr als Profi mit dieser Bilanz. 13 Kämpfe, 13 Siege, 6-mal durch Knockout. Sein Trainer Otto Ramin, geboren in Sofia, Bulgarien. Er lebt und trainiert in Berlin. Der ehemalige Amateur-Europa- und Vize-Weltmeister Kubrat the Cobra Pulev. Wer holt sich den Titel? Walker oder Pulev? Die Antwort jetzt aus der Arena in Ludwigsburg.
Gentlemen, both have your instructions. It's for the IBF Championship. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up. Good luck.
So the IBF International Heavyweight title at stake here. Kubrat Pulev ranked in the top 15 by all 4 major governing bodies. Travis Freight Train Walker, he really is a big old unit, isn't he, with a fairly mean stare. But truth of the matter is those 60 feet when he's just stepped up the level against Chris Ariola, Jonathan Banks, Ruslan Chagayev, 3 examples, just been found that little bit wanting. So Pulev the favourites here on the right-hand side of your picture. Sauerland organisation looking for a big heavyweight prospect. And Pulev, well, if he could do an impressive number on Walker, it'd just send out a bit of a message. Walker, though, as I said, he's coming into this on the back of 4 consecutive victories. 2 big guys, both standing about 6'4½", 6'5". Pulev, tall, stands tall as he fights. Typically, I suppose you could say, East European in his style. Walker, the American, former Golden Gloves champion. Professional since he was 25 years old, and he's had bags of experience. He started quite a lively pace in the opening round. Pulev, with that good amateur record behind him, suggests, like I suppose so many of the East Europeans, very well schooled.
Typical sort of East European, you said, John, that kind of style. Very relaxed, very lazy, very methodical. Oh, trying the right hand. That was a good shot. Really arcing it over, turning the elbow right behind the right hand, chopping down on it almost.
Comes from a fighting family, does Pulev. His brother Tervel is a decent amateur. And I'm told he's due to get married later this year. He's dating a Bulgarian folk singer, and his chosen location, Las Vegas.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So last few seconds of the opening round. Best punch was that right hand which Pulev has landed. Oh, Freight Train's chugged away and threw him a few useful shots of his own. I think Pulev doing enough to take that opening round. Certainly on my card, that's my way of looking at it.
You're not, you know something? You're going to run your ass into trouble.
So,
waiting on the guy.
Pulev for me also got that round.
Nee, was mit das? Aufpassen, wenn mit dem Kopf kommt, dass dich gar nicht erwischt. Tief haben. Kubrat, die rechte schnell hinter der linken. Nicht ausholen, sondern links und dann links, rechts, schnell die rechte hinter.
Animated instructions from Pulev's coach Otto Ranin.
Und dann beim zweiten Mal außen.
Undefeated. You can see there, though, that the punches of Walker have already made a mark under the right eye. 12 rounder this one, long way to go. But with wins like Matt Skelton, 4th round knockout, Dominic Gwynn, an 8th round points decision, Paulo Vidoz, shows that Pulev's no mug.
He's nice and loose, Pulev. He fixed it, long hooks, reasonably fleet-footed for a heavyweight. Both trading off with big right hands there.
Well, fans always like the heavyweights, don't they? This always is very much the case. One punch can be all it takes, particularly when you've got 2 men the size of these. 18 stones or so of brawn.
That's a good right hand from Walker. Led off with the right hand and caught Pulev square on.
There's that right hand of Pulev again. Some animated instructions coming from that Walker corner, imploring him as well they might to keep his hands up.
You know, the anticipation, you can almost feel that these two just want to get one big punch on. And if one punch gets on target, the whole fight takes a different pattern.
Well, the heavyweight division, it really does crave a new star coming through from somewhere. The Klitschkos have dominated now for so long since Lennox Lewis sailed off into the horizon. Povetkin, the Russian, among those gathering behind, maybe for his title chance at some stage down the line. Pulev, another one who will hope that he has a chance as well.
Pulev just starting to fancy it a little bit now, just taking that little step in, closing down the gap, looking for the right hand all the time.
Well, Chris Arreola got Walker out in 3 rounds. I'm sure Pulev would like to do something similar just to send out a message.
But Walker looks a little bit clumsy when he starts his attack. His jab's not snappy or straight enough for my liking. He tends to lead off with the right hand more often than not. But when he does use the jab, it's a little bit clumsy. Doesn't throw the right hand straight enough for my liking.
So last few seconds of the second round. And Kubrat Pulev going along quite nicely at the moment. Crowd was a little bit disappointed that the action ended there. I think they thought there might be a few punches for afters.
A little bit of afters, yes. I've given Pulev that round again.
Good support for boxing in Germany. Not quite the same sort of boisterous crowds that we get back in the UK.
Yeah, they're a lot more reserved in Germany, John, aren't they?
Well, it's always more of a society event. That's the thing which always strikes me. People put on their finery and splash the cash. It's not quite the night out for the lads that it is in Britain. And lasses, of course.
And the ladies, obviously. Very hurtful jab there by Pulev.
So into the third round, and Walker's got to do something to get himself into this fight if it's not going to be pretty much one-way traffic. First 2 rounds emphatically to the Bulgarian.
Well, there's a long way to go yet. See, he looks very, very clumsy, Walker, when he starts his attack.
Some marking up on the nose of Walker. There's a bit of scar tissue there to start with, but it looks as though it's just worsening a little bit to me. All the time, Pulev's trying to set him up for that chopping right hand.
Absolutely, you know, in a nutshell, he's looking for that big shot just to end the fight.
6 stoppage wins in his 13 victories. It's held unblemished professional record thus far. Good jab from Pulev. So those from a British perspective, interesting to gauge this against the likes of David Price, Tyson Fury. There's the right hand from Walker. He's been looking for that one, and he landed heavily, and Pulev's wanting to hold on.
Got to hold on.
Well, that's just to set the cat among the pigeons for a moment. Pulev sticks his tongue out to Walker as much as to say, I'm not hurt. He surely was.
Yeah, his legs did a little dance there. just switched off momentarily, got caught with a haymaker.
Well, how well has he recovered? Referee Alan Huggins, the Atlantic City referee, splits them. And maybe the moment now has just passed. But just for a second or two, Walker just looked as though he might have been about to find the punch to really put the cat among the pigeons. Body shot.
Good body shot, John. Now he's gone right hand happy.
Putting a big effort in here, Walker. Dear me. Came back from somewhere over Holland, didn't it? The way he launched that.
Could have put the lights out with that right hand. Oh, good shot from Pulev.
And he walked straight into that one, Walker. Absorbed a particularly heavy left hand.
John, I felt that.
Now, how well has he recovered? No shortage of drama in that third round. Goodness me, they both landed some big shots. Walker had Pulev going, and in the closing seconds of the round, Pulev had him just walking into an absolute cracker of a shot.
Kürzer die rechte. So wie zum Schluss wie eben, die Liebhaben. Nicht leichtsinnig werden.
I think he wants him to put that right hand in,
Hier bleibt die linke oben.
It was a beautiful shot. Again, he really turns his shoulder and his elbow right behind the right hand.
How did you score that last one?
I've given it even because they both hurt each other.
Given it even?
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, listen, I'm fence sitting a little bit, but they both hurt each other, so...
The gentle whiff of cop-outs, but what a shot that was from Walker early on.
But like I say, you know, he was hurt there, so there was nothing in it until then.
Well, I'm giving that one to the American, despite the fact he got tagged in the last few seconds.
Walker's just going to be really careful because as he starts coming forward, you know, he can just walk onto that right hand from Pulev quite easily because he doesn't have the best attack.
Couple of good jabs from Pulev. Made Walker blink. He's looking for that big right hand again, though, no doubt about that. You can see he's got it cocked, he's ready to unwind. There we go.
Heads there, heads clashed. Referee's just checked to make sure nobody's cut.
You can hear the thwack of flesh and bone on bone. That's not too graphic a description.
He's starting to lively up now, this one.
Walker's corner just wanting him to keep the work rate up. And the loud shout of, come on, baby, go.
Just keep his right hand up also, you know, protect that chin.
Well, he doesn't want to go walking straight into big right hands from Pulev, which is what he did as he came in a little bit clumsily and now breathing a bit harder, Walker. Got a gum shield come out? Yeah.
Keep him off, all right? Next time it's going to be a point, all right? Keep it in. All right, go back over there.
Was it the old Prozac there? Do you think he's spat it out?
No, not at all.
Just knocked out?
Yeah, just knocked out. That was good refereeing, very sensible. Told him straight, you know, do it again and I'm going to deduct a point.
That's what made me wonder whether the referee thought he'd done it deliberately.
Right.
Whoa! Off balance, slipped on the ring surface. Slipperiness in the canvas.
Walker looking a lot more sort of fatigued now.
And we're only in the fourth.
Hands have come down, mouth wide open.
He put a big effort in that third, didn't he? I think he really thought that he was going to knock him out. Gulping in the air, the freight train.
The feight's all top, though. If you look at your shoulders, John, they're massive. But he's got no legs. His legs are stick thin.
Certainly in relative terms, there's one huge unit around the shoulders and chest. Pulev coming on strong in the closing stages of the round. And Walker breathing really heavily. Well, the crowd enjoying this one. Two big men prepared to trade, prepared to unload some bombs of punches, and both have landed some heavy leather.
Yeah, both having their moments in these rounds. But Pulev, for me, just starting to pull ahead with jabs like that. That's what's winning him these rounds. And obviously the right hands that he had in the rounds previous to this.
The Bulgarian Pulev landing many more clear punches in that fourth round. Well, Walker's gone further than he did against Chris Arreola. He fought Jonathan Banks, often a Klitschko sparring partner. Banks won that one in 6 rounds. Went the distance with Chagayev. Knocked out by Manuel Quesada in just 1 round. I'm telling you his worst nights. He's had a few good ones as well. Here's Pulev, headhunting a bit.
Yeah, Pulev just kidding a little bit now, using good footwork.
Walker certainly looking to load up, looking for the big bomb. Asking Walker to work his way in behind the jab, not just look for the big clubbing hook.
It gets a little bit untidy, the fight, because both boxers are only looking for the one punch, not being active enough, not throwing enough jabs, not looking for the knockout, not prepared to work their way in. Then they clash and then they hold on.
If you're David Price or Tyson Fury and you're standing watching this, you'll be thinking, well, I'm not seeing anything that I can't cope with.
Absolutely. I mean, like I say, at least those guys are prepared to work, have good jabs.
Pulev certainly is working his way into fringe title contender level. As said, he's ranked in the top 15 by all the governing bodies. There's that right hand, landed fairly heavily.
When Pulev uses his feet, he's more impressive. You got Walker's corner saying he should get his hands up because they know that Pulev is looking for the right hand all the time.
It's an inviting target, that head of Walker as the gloves hang low.
See, Walker tends to telegraph his punches before they land. He lets you know exactly what he's going to do. So he wasn't even looking when he threw that right hand.
And Walker's lumbering around now far more ineffectually than he was earlier. Not a great round to watch that. Pulev doing enough.
Get your composure. You're losing your composure. Travis, look, no matter what you do, keep going to the side. If he put his glove up, keep drilling it, drill it. You put a dent in it, and I swear, it's gonna pay off. Don't blow. All right, don't blow. Travis, come on. Come in slowly. Travis, We got to fight smarter. We're not fighting smart. You lunging in with wild shots. You understand, Trevor? Look, you're going to go here, or feint like that, and then, bop, send them in a different direction, and then come up with that shot. Come on. Come on, time that shot, Travis. Come on, baby, you can do it.
Sound advice, Duke?
Sound advice, a lot of desperation in his coach's voice. I think he knows what Travis is capable of doing, but he's just not producing the goods.
Move into the 6th round. And you've got it by 4-1 at the moment. Pulev ahead. You've given them all. No, you've got one level, that's right. Beg your pardon. 3rd round was the one where you couldn't separate them. That's a good shot from Pulev. Landed pretty flush on Walker, who's got the gloves down low again.
He took that shot incredibly well, John.
Didn't have a lot of option.
Well, he could have gone down. That might have been an option. Taking a knee, perhaps, you know. No, he took the shot really, really well. That's been the cleanest right hand of the evening. He won't be able to stop too many more of them.
That clubbing right hand. That's the one they've been wanting Walker to throw. Didn't land cleanly though, nothing like. He looks tired now, Walker. Bit of posturing and posing, and he's not throwing.
He can shake his head all he wants, but these punches are getting through.
Yeah, I think I suggested that his nose was damaged earlier on, and you heard between rounds as they messed around with his nose as much as he was wincing. I don't know if his nose maybe's been bust. Travis Walker. His mouth starting to hang open now as well.
Yeah, he's looking just desperately tired to me, John. Walker.
Doesn't look in the sort of condition that he's going to go 12.
Yeah, the hands have come up now. It's another telltale sign.
A big right hand from Pulev. The crowd didn't like the fact that the referee got involved, in the sense that Walker was in a bit of trouble. That's a wild, wild swing. Almost wound up on the press bench.
That shot's thrown out of desperation.
Better. Another round over and another round to the Bulgarian Kubrat Pulev. Certainly on my card. Did you agree with that?
Yes, John.
Distance.
Yes, John, I would agree with that. Thought Walker looked very clumsy in that round.
Auch wenn nur eins da ist. Und die waren noch gut zum Körper, die beiden.
Pulev unmarked.
So.
Walker puffing and blowing like an old dray horse in the other corner. So unmarked, just working a bit on that left eye with the iron. That was actually very early on that he caught that one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Kubrat immer wieder links, aber Sicherheit. Linke bleibt hier oben.
He's well in control. Unless Walker really gets lucky with one of these swings, it's hard to see how that's going to happen. Coming out later on, of course, top of the bill, we've got Marco Hook, Captain Hook, defending his WBO cruiserweight title. So stay with us for that one.
That's better from Walker now. You know, the jabs are straighter at least, and he's not stumbling over his feet. But he gets disorientated all too easily.
He's blowing so heavily, Duke. Not in great shape, is he?
Just trying little feints. He's trying to make Pulev make mistakes by making little gestures to him, making little feints so he can counter punch.
Well, that's a solid right hand from Pulev. Bit of kidology again from Walker, who looked at him as much as to say, yeah, you landed, but it didn't hurt me. They've got to be having a cumulative effect now.
Absolutely, these punches just starting to get through. Just a little bit more regularly now, and they will have an effect at some point.
And look how much fresher Pulev looks. He's not exactly a beautiful boxer, though, is he? You can't imagine him troubling one of the Klitschkos, for instance.
No.
Not remotely.
No, not at all. I couldn't imagine this guy giving Tyson Fury too many problems. Or David Price.
That's a solid left hand from Walker. Pulev shook his head and said, no, it didn't land.
I think it did. I think he's saying he's cut.
He is.
And he's saying it's an elbow, I believe.
Well, now, what's the referee going to make out of this one?
Oh, gum shield.
Gum shield came out again. Was it the clash of heads? Interesting. I hope they give us... Ah, here we go. Let's have a look. Well, there's the gum shield comes out. But the damage was before that, wasn't it?
Yes. Accidental headbutt.
Okay. That's the ruling of Alan Huggins. Accidental or otherwise, Walker might take just a little bit of heart from that. Let's put a spring back into his step.
Well, they both had to shake alive there a little bit because obviously, you know, one of them's got a cut.
Well, he's going to bring the doctor in, I think. Going to have a good look at this one. That was the left hand.
It's a punch that done it,
It's a punch. That's a punch. That's not a headbutt that's caused that. Well, I tell you what, if Pulev gets away with this, that's a punch that's caused that. Referee could see what we'd seen. He certainly wouldn't be suggesting it was an accidental headbutt. But Walker fancies the job now. And the blood is flowing into the eye of Pulev. He dabs at it. He's uncomfortable. It's affecting his vision. He'll have to work away in the corner. Only 10 seconds to go. Hope the referee gives them time. Any good cut man would tell you they don't want to see a fight stop before they've had a chance to look at it and to work on it. And that's what they'll do now.
Well, they're going to work on that feverishly. I think it was this sweeping hook from Walker.
It's there. That's what's caused the cut. Heads are nowhere near.
No.
Der Cut bei Kubrat Pulev entstand durch einen unbeabsichtigten Kopfstoß.
What is this?
Kubrat, immer wieder die linke da rein und deine rechte durch die Mitte, die machst du immer wieder oben rüber. Durch die Mitte die rechte.
That's a mess, that one, Duke.
Yeah, it's
vertical split.
Oh dear.
And it's a deep one. That's going to need some stitches. I think he might have a little bit of a gash on, a little mark over the left eye as well. But that one over the right eye, that's going to need the work of the doctor.
It's not pretty.
Here.
Into the 8th.
Well, hopefully now that'll make Walker really go for it because, you know, he's been just a little bit lacklustre. Referee warning him about the head, but I think it's a little bit unfair.
beating into the jab. Amazing how psychologically the sight of your opponent being injured, as Walker sees now. He looked as though he's just about all in after 5 or 6 rounds. Then he has the moment, lands that left hand, or the clash of heads as the referee thought it was, and suddenly he looks like a different man.
Yeah, he's got that belief back now that he can actually turn this one around. Referee keeps warning him, Walker, about his head, but I don't really see any really infringements going in.
Well, the head went in then, and it wasn't Walker, it was Pulev. Sooner or later, one of those haymakers from Walker is going to land, and then we'll see.
Yeah, I'd be in agreement with that, John. At some point, when the pace of this fight drops again, if he can muster a big right hand, I mean, he's trying it for everything he's worth.
He really thinks that he can put Pulev out of this one. Pulev's got to be well ahead on points. How did he score the last round, as a matter of interest? Did you give it Walker?
Yeah, I'll give it to Walker.
Travis Walker, the American. Well, that's a mess.
Oh dear.
Caught off balance. Right hand from Pulev goes in. And now suddenly it's Walker who wants to hold on for a second.
Yeah, he's holding on and he's gone tired again. He's got that exhausted look about him again.
Or is he kidding?
No, I don't think he's kidding, John.
Well, we'll see.
You know, every face tells a story. So tired, Walker. So tired, John.
Left hand from Pulev was a good one, and Walker's in a daze now in there. Fighting on instinct, closing seconds of the round as the blood pours into the eye of Pulev. It's not pretty, but the crowd's enjoying it.
I think Walker saved by the bell then.
You ain't gonna go out like no punk. That man put his hand on you, hit him back. You're not no fucking chump. I'm proud of you. I know what you're going to. I'm so proud of you, Travis, but I know you can pull it off. You're going to be... You understand? I know you can pull it off. Come on, Travis. This is the most magnificent thing you can do in your life. Come in this fight and you ain't in the best of shape and pull it off, because you're a man. You're that much man. Double jab, right hand, you can pull it off. Come on now. Dig deep, it's in you. It's in you. I believe in you. You can do it. So, baby, come on, let's go to work. It's mental. Pull it together and let's go to work.
Well, fabulous rhetoric. He's got me believing it.
Oh, listen, that's really good corner talk. Just trying to get his charge pumped up, telling him that he believes in him and he's got to believe in himself.
And now into the 9th round. Pulev's ahead. But Walker has his man cut. Questioned whether or not Walker was in great shape, and you heard there in the corner them saying, proud of you, not in the best of shape, but you can pull this out. Certainly raises an enormous number of questions about the talent of Kubrat Pulev, though.
Yes, absolutely. I don't think he's anything special, John.
Frenzied instructions to Walker to just get it into a rhythm and throw punches.
He's too tired, John.
He's taking big shots again. Pulev senses that it could be ending soon, I think.
The referee saying, come on, but he's got nothing left.
The referee's going to be keeping a close watch on this one. Has to. He's about all in.
I think a good sustained attack now from Pulev, and the referee would stop this one. I mean, having said that, Pulev hasn't had a sustained attack for quite a while, so...
Well, they're taking him away to look at this cut again, I think. No, it's not, I beg your pardon. It's the loose binding around the left hand, the left wrist. That's a brave man.
He can't breathe, John. His nose is absolutely busted. You know, so he's having to take in lots of air from the open mouth.
Oh, there's a right hand. Shake of the head from Pulev.
Yeah, but we know that punch did hurt.
Head's going in close again. Oh, big headshots once more. And Walker just having to eat leather now.
He's going to deduct a point, John.
Is he?
If that's Walker's mouthpiece, he'll probably deduct a point. He said he would.
Yeah, he certainly warned him, hasn't he? Crowds made their opinion known.
Yeah, 1 point. He said he would.
I don't think this fight wants to go on too much longer.
No.
You don't want to see the man get seriously hurt. He's had his moments. It's been a brave display. But he's starting to take a little bit too much punishment for comfort now, Walker. And he's got to be a mile behind on the cards. Well, he had the point deducted there now. And now, has he been retired by his corner? I think they're certainly thinking about it. He doesn't want too much more, surely.
It was a warning for Travis Walker.
Big attack from Pulev.
Because spying the mouthpiece.
Well, there you go. It's just the explanation, actually, from the Master of Ceremonies about the reason for the deduction of the point. And it's for the mouthpiece coming out. So the fight goes on, and we move on into the 10th. That presumably would have been scored 10-8 for Pulev. Oh, big right-handed gain from Pulev. And Walker has to take it flush. I don't know what Travis Walker's being paid in there today, but whatever it is, he's earning it.
Yeah, and it's not enough for me. This really is the hardest business of all.
The hurt game. What was it that they called it in that book? Dark trade.
The dark trade, absolutely. I'm just reading it, John, actually.
That's a good read as well.
Again, it's gone very scrappy. Both boxers missing with their punches. Nobody's landing anything clean. Hitting shoulders. Punches are being scuffed off the head, off the shoulders. Hitting thin air quite often.
Walker's still hanging in there, though. How tired he is.
Yeah, corner are really frustrated with him.
Pulev just not good enough to put the combinations together to get him out of there.
Pulev now, who's actually telegraphing his punches.
I'll go back a few years and think what a young Frank Bruno on his way up would have done to Travis Walker. Gary Mason, they'd have been out, they'd have had him out.
Yes, undoubtedly.
Let alone Lennox Lewis, goodness me.
Yes, I mean, you know, Bruno was often not given the credit, I think, particularly early in his career, for doing a number on quite a lot of boxers, you know, but Bruno had a good jab and he was very powerful. That was another hurtful punch there by Pulev.
So messy though now, the two of them are dog-tired, particularly Walker. Pulev's not doing a great deal more. It's a right hand again.
It's never been pretty, it's never been action-packed. It's been quite scrappy at times. But Pulev obviously is winning the fight.
Winning it by street. Word of praise for the corner, they've done a good job on that cut. Yet another round for the Bulgarian. So just 2 rounds remaining. There's that ugly gash over the right eye. Still to come, the IBF Intercontinental Middleweight title fight between Billy Leal from the Kelly Pavlik stable up against the German Dominic Bridge. And then the headline act, Giulio Rossi of Argentina challenging Marco Huck for the WBO World Cruiserweight title.
Well, it's a good jab. I mean, it's such a hurtful punch when it lands. Because, you know, Pulev, he's landing it really cleanly. That's a nasty cut, John.
Loads of grease smeared on. 6 minutes to go. Several points of this fight when I thought that Walker was about to go. But he's still in there. What a brave man.
But Pulev started this round with a lot of urgency. Oh, that's another clean right hand.
It was a sickener.
Oh. But because there's a clash of styles, it's very untidy. You know, you could easily see there being more infringements, more, you know, there hasn't been too many head clashes, but they nearly knocked each other out with a head clash there.
I've never been to a boxing match. Television can sanitize it to a degree. You don't really appreciate the power with which these big men hit each other until you get at ringside. And it can be almost frightening at times.
That cut's opened up again. I mean, they did a brilliant job in you know, staunching that blood. But it's opened up again.
Walker will see that. Big haymaking right hand. That's been the one where he's just had sporadic success. The cut was opened up by that sweeping left hook. Not the clash of heads that the referee thought he'd spotted.
Oh, he's so tired, Walker. Look, holding on for dear life. I mean, your heart goes out to the guy. You know, you heard his corner earlier on say, you know, you're not in shape, but, you know, you can still do this. So, you know, he's taking this fight as a means to an end, obviously. So tired.
But still believing, still looking for that one big punch which can upset the odds. Oh, head's going in again. That was Pulev, not Walker. Imploring Walker to work. Instead, he has to eat 3 more big right hands and another. The referee really wants to be getting a look at this one. What's the point of letting this continue now?
Absolutely, John. He's got every call now to call a halt to this one, even with 1 round, because Walker's got nothing left, John.
Walker's almost throwing himself off his feet when he comes forward. No real punches coming back from Walker now, and he is pretty much a sitting duck.
Oh dear.
Get him out of there, referee. It needs to end here. It needs to end. Well, this sort of thing makes you wince. He's got to get him out of there. This fight surely can't be allowed to continue now. What on earth is the referee thinking that Travis Walker is going to produce? He's being too brave for his own good.
This is the last fucking round, Travis. Can you make this last round?
Well, if I was the corner, I'd just pull him out point blank.
Come on, look at me.
He's got nothing left, John.
Look at me.
I'd be surprised if he can get up off his stool.
All right.
He has been brave beyond belief.
Yes.
He doesn't need any more.
Come on, man.
Last round. Put him in the middle.
Travis, I don't like it. Come on, for me, please, move your head. I don't want this bullshit. You understand? I don't want it. Come on.
That's all very well, but it's not the trainer who's taking the punches, and there are too many big shots going in.
You know, it's not going to help him in the long run. I promise you that. Okay, I mean, obviously, Pulev hasn't come out of this unscathed, but, you know, he's the one that's doing all the damage now.
Well, what is it they say? It's no point having money in the bank if you can't remember how to sign the cheque. And it won't be a huge amount of money as well. He's fighting for pride here, Travis Walker. Your heart goes out to him for that, but he's taken too much punishment in these last few rounds.
Well, you know, as you said before, John, he's a country mile behind. You know, hasn't landed a decent shot for several rounds now. Or you thought he might be able to turn it around. He's just waiting to get knocked out.
Well, Pulev's going in there, looking with wild hooks, trying to take Walker out of there.
It's been very, very messy at times. And now your heart really goes out to Walker. I don't want to see any more of this, John.
Another right hand landed flush. And the Klitschko and Shannon Briggs. That went on too long. And this is going on far too long as well. Same country. Can't believe that any of our British referees, and I wouldn't be surprised if just about all of them, or a fair number of them, will watch this fight at some point, and I cannot believe that a British referee would allow this sort of thing to happen. This is awful.
John, this is pitiful. It's pitiful. It's really bad refereeing now. The referee should have stopped this one, you know, maybe at least a round ago, maybe 2 rounds ago, because you just don't want to see this now.
Well, penny for the thought of a purist like Richie Woodall. I'm sure he's wincing at this one. And a fight man like Steve Bunce, he's not going to be enjoying it either. And you and I have seen plenty over the years, Duke, and this is not good.
It's not good to watch. It does, it makes you wince.
Minute to go. Walker trying to go out on his shield. Standing there, glove cocks, just looking for the one right hand, but not throwing it.
No, you know, yes, I would like to see him stop it even now.
He's fighting on instinct and on bravery, Walker. Pulev heading for a landslide points victory, assuming he can't get him out of there, and he's not done so far. Question marks about Pulev as a finisher, and I think about his technique, because so many of these punches have been wild from the Bulgarian.
Yeah, telegraphed, wild, not enough imagination, not enough punches.
He walked into one. Walker landed one. Would you believe it? And he's cut him over the left eye now.
Oh, too little, too late, John. Too little, much too late.
Walker running in. One round the back of the head. And Walker gets to the final bell. To end that round. Pulev dominated. The fight absolutely, in my opinion, should have been stopped. Alan Huggins, the referee, he's the man responsible for allowing that to continue way beyond the point at which it was competitive.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty at all, at any point, throughout the whole of the fight. And when it got ugly, John, it got ugly. It was just too one-sided.
Pulev's going to be away from boxing for a while. He's badly cut over both eyes. That's going to need the doctor's attention. Stitches are going to be needed.
Possibly some plastic surgery on that cut between the eyes.
Hard sport, and that's a hard man, but he took too much.
Much too much.
Suffering the 7th defeat of his professional career. Subject to confirmation, of course. The Cobra, Kubrat Pulev. Not sure quite where the Cobra comes from, but he just dominated the latter stages of that fight totally. It's just too many. Well, many a gourmet of gratuitous violence will say, well, you should let a fight take its course and let it go, but
no.
I think when it becomes as one-sided as that, what is the point? You're just seeing a man hurt. It was about as competitive as a bullfight in the closing stages.
It was pitiful towards the end.
Well, the crowd appreciating a brave loser. That's the sporting round of applause for Travis Walker, who's coming across and just saying well done to Kubrat Pulev.
Good fight.
Good fight. It was a frightening fight. There's the IBF Intercontinental Heavyweight title. International heavyweight title, I should say, I beg your pardon. Lose track of some of these minor belts. But Pulev will have won it, and shortly we will get confirmation of that fact from our Master of Ceremonies. It was gory, not terribly pretty, and here we go.
Herren, wir haben das offizielle Urteil. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Mufaddel El-Ghazaoui aus den Niederlanden wertet den Kampf 119 zu 109. 119, 109. Arno Pokrand aus Deutschland 118 zu 109. 118, 109. Und Benny de Kroos aus Belgien 117, 110. 117, 110. Alle drei für den neuen IBF Intercontinental Champion, für Kubrat Pulev.
One of the judges finding somewhere 3 rounds for Travis Walker. Kubrat Pulev winning by a long way. He takes the belt and gets the unanimous points decision. Wasn't great to watch though, not for me.
Quite so much, John. The Bulgarian Cobra, Kubrat Pulev, then picking up a very coveted belt there. Spot the irony. But he's put himself in position for more. We shall be seeing more of him in the coming months. And when we come back, we'll chew the fat over that one and we'll look forward to our main event, which is coming up shortly. We'll see you in a minute.